I might cover more about that later, but I really want to talk about what this live stream is about. It's about me trying to make a video without really looking at any notes. Now, this really falls underneath memorizing things. I have autism, well, mild autism, but what I also have is extreme dyspraxia. And these make it really difficult for me to actually like memorize things in general, like not just for notes, but like lots of things. I can't really think of much examples now, trying to go noteless here as much as possible, but I think making YouTube videos is a good example of that anyway. So I'm kind of use that as an example. So when I'm making YouTube videos and I have like points I want to make, I usually have it all scripted down on like a Google Docs document, because it's just a convenient way to organize things and capture notes and all that sort of thing. And I don't know, like I have my points, I look at a point, and then I look to camera. I don't usually have my my points in front of me while I'm talking to camera, so it's like I'm talking, but then that's when I usually struggle. I usually struggle to remember the entire note I just made. So it's like I might be making part of it and then I just can't continue it, and I usually have to like do lots of re-records and all those sorts of things really until I can actually get the point down that I'm trying to make really. So that's kind of what I struggle with here. Now, what is it about autism that makes it hard for me to do this? And what is it about dyspraxia that makes it hard for me to do this? I'm going to be honest, I struggle to identify which parts of autism and which parts of dyspraxia make it hard for me. But I think with autism, it makes me struggle because I might struggle to understand things as much, So it's like, okay, I look at the notes, I can understand it enough, but I might not be able to understand it straight away, or I might quickly forget what I've already understood, With dyspraxia, it affects me mentally, and because of my dyspraxia, I have a very low mental processing speed, so I need to process the information and then repeat what I just understood to the camera, really. And yeah, because I can't really process much, it's like makes it easier for me to forget things. I think I want to take a quick moment, by the way, to kind of go into a bit more where I am. So I'm currently at a beach. I'm currently in Cyprus, basically, having not a holiday here, but we do get our nice little moments. Over here we have the sea where I do some swimming, do some paddling. The water's very shallow, actually. Like, you can probably walk out to where that boat is, You can maybe not quite walk all the way, but yeah, it does stay quite shallow for quite a good amount of time. Over there we have, hang on, yeah, I think it's okay. I was a little bit hesitant because there were some new people earlier and I wasn't sure if they were or not. What? Oh wait, they are there. Okay, I think there might be actually still over there. I thought they got dressed, but I'm not sure if you. I'm not sure. I don't want to focus on that side. Anyways, what I am trying to say though is that there are actually some ports over there. So like Limassol ports, I think they are. And we also have like some very big buildings which are like part of the Limassol city itself. Again, I'm a bit hesitant to show fully over there because of what I just mentioned. But there was also quite a nice restaurant over there as well, which I go to every time I come here. So I thought it'd be nice to point out as much as I could at least. And then we had the other side, which is just more the beach. I think it's safe to point you over there. Which I'm not sure we go down there as often actually, but it is nice. Like this entire beach is just full of good vibes, And I also want to quickly point out there's not really a lot of buildings in this direction, I like to jokingly call it the Badlands of Limassol because it reminds me of like Badland, wasteland environments of video games and things. I like video games a lot, so it kind of gives me those video gamey vibes, makes me happy. It's a nice area though, so yeah, thought I'd just quickly say that. Anyway, back to the subject at hand. How exactly do I manage these sorts of things, Like, how exactly do I manage remembering notes and all? Here's what I do. So I have a tendency of trying to remember every single word in a point. So like, if I want to say something about dyspraxia and how it affects me taking notes, then I might literally type it down and then look at the camera and say, dyspraxia makes it hard for me to memorize notes. This is because of my low mental processing. You know, that is a word for word situation. What I can do instead though is break it down to little sub-points and then say those to camera. So speak a little bit more freely, if you will. So instead of saying it word for word, I could say, dyspraxia makes it hard for me to memorize notes. This is because of my slow mental processing. You know, it's like, I kind of like broke it down to 2 sub-points then. So dyspraxia makes it hard for me. Okay, now why does it make it hard for me? So those are 2 sub-points, you know. So yeah, I think that really helps a lot. The only downside about speaking more freely, so to speak, is that I might often forget some points. So I might have to like re-record maybe, or simply just record those points and then edit them later. You know, like I have multiple options. So yeah, thought to speak about that though. That's pretty much all. Hang on. Oh yeah, actually, there is one more point actually. It could take 10 plus takes sometimes, just for a single point. Like, I don't know what it is. Sometimes there's that one point that I just cannot do, you know. So I might do 5 takes, 10 takes, heck, 16 takes even, you know, just to get that one point in. It can be a little bit tiring sometimes, but you know what? I enjoy doing YouTube, something I want to keep on doing, and I think it's good practice for me anyways. I think they're actually good exercises for me to do these sorts of things, and I'm actually quite pleased I'm doing something like this live now, because it's really forcing me to memorize as much as I can, you know. I think before I finish the live stream, I just want to see if I actually don't go live on my phone too often. I actually got some comments here actually. Very sunny on the screen. I'm having to screen quite a lot. We have a XN Scuff, I'm not the greatest reader, saying, hey man, stream. Hey, it's really good to see you here. We also have Pale May, again, I'm a very bad reader, saying, you were cool, bro. Oh, thank you, I really appreciate that. I really appreciate you appearing in the comments and joining me on this live stream. I've never done one on this channel before. We also got Z Hellwalker. This is a great friend of mine. We like playing with each other on Xbox all the time, saying, hey Luke, glad to see you're well. Thank you, I really appreciate that, and I'm really happy to see you here as well. But yeah, like before we finish the stream though, I'm curious if anyone here has like any experiences with memorizing things. Does anyone here struggle with it as well? Feel free to leave a comment. If you can't think of anything now but you want to say something later, this will go up as a video as well. Well, it should be underneath the live section on my channel basically, which you could like leave comments in as well. But yeah, memorizing things can definitely be challenging. I think it's another thing as well I kind of want to quickly point out. Like, I understand that memorizing things like scripts and all that isn't something that just people with like neuro differences and everything struggle with, but I think it's something that people also struggle with. But and I think that's also something I want to say as well. It's not something I can't do. Like, I remember learning Ollie Murs' Troublemaker for school talent show, memorized all those lyrics. I did some school plays as well with like my drama club, and yeah, I can like learn scripts and things, but I think these are definitely some barriers here that can definitely make it a little bit more challenging for me. And especially when I'm like going weekly on YouTube, it's like, okay, gotta think of the next video, write down those notes and then memorize them, you know. It's like I got to do it much more quickly than as opposed to a play that I might have a couple of months to practice, you know. Okay, cool. But yeah, I think that's all I wanted to talk about. I really appreciate all those that stopped by and all those that watched. So yeah, thank you for watching. Smith Luke here. My name is Luke, and I will see you all next week for my next video. Goodbye everyone.